Without further ado, we want to show you the pictures of the calendar that will be in our new Kohl's calendar this year, and thank you so much for participating. So let's take a look at those. This I love. What do you think about this picture,
Yeah, I
Richard?
like that too. It's such an inquisitive look.
I
Little
love
head turned to the
that.
side, like, what's
Yeah.
going on?
So this one is by Jessica Kemper, and that is just beautiful. It seems like goldfinches always do well in these contests.
Yeah, well, they're pretty birds.
Yeah, they are beautiful, and I love that expression. So this one I really love. Look at all the color. You just can't beat cardinals in the snow, and when it's cold, those pictures of cardinals that just stand out in the winter. And this one is by Deborah Stallings. What do you think, Richard?
Well, one thing that stands out to me, I've seen pictures like this. I've had some in my backyard that was similar to this. I love the plow and everything, but where's all the girls?
Oh my gosh, you're right. I didn't even notice. That's all males.
I think there's one over there somewhere, but maybe, mostly males.
Where are
And,
the girls?
They do
I
show up a
don't
little
see
better,
them.
but yeah, there's not many females, if any, at all in that picture. But that'd be my first question. What happened to the girls?
Yeah, you would think with all those men around, you would
Yeah.
think that the girls would be there too.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And then we'll go to this one, Dory Deese. I think that's her name. I'm not sure. That is beautiful. The little pine warbler. Reminds you of a goldfinch. They're so pretty.
Yes, and another one of those warblers that typically, the warblers as a species, as a group, tend to move out of here in the wintertime because they're mostly insect eaters, and we have very few insects in wintertime. But some of the warblers are able to cope and get by because they'll eat seeds and berries and things also. So this is one of them that stays around during the winter.
This one is so pretty. A Carolina wren shot by Michelle Bridgeforth, and we just so appreciate Michelle. She always sends us beautiful pictures.
And it's, of course, eating suet, a great food for the wintertime and summertime too.
Yeah, and then this is the white-breasted nuthatch. And I'll let you take a crack at this name there, Richard. Richard DeSellitz, do you think?
That sounds good.
Or Desolé, maybe?
Desolé.
That could be what it is.
And we apologize if we mispronounce that.
Yeah, and be sure to go ahead anytime you want to and ask your questions to Richard. He is the birding expert and can answer any of your questions. So feel free to write in the comments where you live, where you're watching from, and then if you have any questions, let us know. We'd love to hear your questions. I love this one. What do you think?
Feeding the young. Suet.
Is that the young? I thought it was the girlfriend, the wife.
No, that's young. That's a baby. There's no red at all on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if this was the wife or whatever, she would have on red.
Right.
She
And
would have a little
the
red.
male has the red starting from the back of the bridge of the nose up over the head. The female only have it part of the way across the crown, and the
Okay.
juveniles have no color.
Oh,
After it
okay.
molts in the fall and gets its fresh coat of feathers, it'll have the male or female feathers.
Oh, okay. So not the kiss that I was thinking it is.
No,
It's just
no,
feeding.
it's passing some food.
Yeah.
The young wants the parents feeding the young some of the suet it just pulled out of the feeder.
Yeah, that's a great picture.
Still a touching little picture.
It is,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then the Eastern Bluebird with Jane Walker. Jane Walker is another one that is so wonderful and always sends us great pictures. We love her pictures and really appreciate her always taking part in our contest.
Bluebirds are also one of those birds they're so photographic.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the goldfinch, of course, the bluebird, both male and female are great looking birds. And everybody likes bluebirds.
You know, it used to be when I first started feeding the birds and seeing them, I enjoyed the males so much because of their vibrant color. But
Yeah.
I think both are just equally as
Yes.
beautiful now. Yeah, it's a great picture. And this one is cute, the little song sparrow by Richard DeSellitz, I hope, if that's how you say it. That's a great picture.
Here again, I like the composition there also. The fence, the rustic fence, and the tree behind it with the blooms coming out.
Yeah, that is
beautiful
pretty.
picture.
Yeah,
And,
that's a great
and
one.
a nice looking bird, handsome bird.
I love the sparrows.
Yeah.
I loved this. It looks like that doesn't look comfortable to me.
Or it's got an attitude. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
it's like don't mess with me.
Yeah.
And,
That is a really cute one. This one is by Brittany Caffey, and you can certainly see when this one made it into the calendar.
Yeah, that's another bird we see down here.
All right,
in the
I'll
wintertime.
let you talk about this. You're the expert on these hummers.
That is a hummingbird, and that's a very big flower. And the hummingbird could be doing one of two things. If it's not, some flowers don't have nectar, it'll go to it, but there's insects in there. These birds actually live on insects. That's what they eat. That's how they grow, is where they get their protein. Now, the sugars have no protein, just simply energy. A Snickers bar
Right.
keeps them fueled in their high metabolism. So they'll go to nectar-producing flowers to get the nectar, which contains sugar, and they'll go around in the air a lot, just hawking insects, just popping them out of the air, or they'll pick up spiders and things off of flowers and plants.
Ah, so that one is probably eating bugs.
Probably
in
eating
this
bugs,
picture.
yes.
Yeah, that's a beautiful picture though. And this one's another one by Jane Walker. This is so beautiful. I love the different colors in this one and the
Yeah.
vibrancy of
Yeah.
this.
And of course, the cardinal is the other very photogenic bird, isn't it? The male cardinal.
It certainly is.
Always
And
nice in a picture.
if you're watching right now, feel free to put, where you're watching from, or if any of our photographers who are winning, if you're watching right now, let us know about it. Go ahead and comment and let us know that you're watching, or if you want to congratulate one of our winners, feel free to do that. So, and also maybe to share this out so that those photographers can get a little bit more publicity for their beautiful work. And so we'll go to the next one, the rose-breasted grosbeak. Grosbeak. Okay, and this is by Michelle Bridgeforth, who has so many beautiful pictures in this.
And that's one of my favorite birds.
Is it?
That was one of the birds when I first started bird watching.
Yeah?
And I got drug out of the house at some ungodly hour in the morning to go on a bird walk.
Yeah.
And one of the first birds I saw was that. I'd never seen one before.
Yeah, they're
And-
very striking.
Yes, and I didn't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was informed very quickly by the other people who knew what they were doing. What it was, and it's like, that was it. I was hooked. That bird right there did it.
This picture almost looks like a reflection.
It does, doesn't it?
Because you see the other side. But so you tell me, are we looking at a male and female or two males here?
Males.
Oh, okay.
Males.
And you see how they behave just a little bit differently at the feeders when it's, male, female versus that. And that's got to be coals in there. Those sunflower seeds.
I'm
look
sure.
great.
They look nice. They have to be cold, yeah.
Woodhouse's Scrub, and the photo by Jessica Kemper. This is beautiful. And I love the blue background, the blue sky against its blue head. That is beautiful.
That's a nice bird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And of course, you just can't beat cardinals and goldfinches together.
Right.
I love that in the background of the snow.
Yeah.
Another one by Michelle Bridgeforth. Michelle, thank you.
Yes.
And love this one. Those blue jays that so many people don't like, but they are gorgeous.
Yeah, I think it's just a behavior they don't like.
Yeah.
They're a little pesky sometimes, but they're loud. But they're sure that's a good looking bird, and that's
It's
of
a
course one of the birds that you
beautiful
can't tell the
bird,
difference between male and female. They both
Yeah.
look the same. So,
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I thought maybe they were more muted or just,
No, they look
female.
the same. Males and females look identical.
That's
I'm sure there might be
interesting.
some subtle, teeny little differences, but I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
I look at them, it's either a male or a female.
Well, and you've said some interesting things about blue jays to me, that they will sound the alarm for other
It's
birds.
an
Like
alarm
so
bird,
many
yes.
people don't like to see blue jays at their feeders, but because they can be aggressive, but
Yes.
they can also be really helpful.
They can be. They're always on the lookout, and they're loud, and they'll make a noise if a predator starts coming in.
Yeah.